Sit down, right there, don't go nowhere, little baby gon' shake that, 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 shit, yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, said sit down, right there, don't go nowhere, said yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, said sit down, right there, don't go nowhere.
Welcome back, we back with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to the rise and fall of Deontay Wilder, how ego derailed the knockout king. Fight story, I believe. Okay, yep, this is a fight story video. Let's get right into it.
The heavyweight division is too small to have so many champions, 3 and 4. It should be one champion, one face, one name, and his name's Deontay Wilder.
When Deontay Wilder was on top, his presence was magnetic. His devastating right hand didn't just end fights, it redefined them, shaking a heavyweight division desperate for revival. But the brightest lights often expose the deepest cracks. As Wilder climbed higher, the weight of expectations grew heavier, setbacks more crushing, and controversies harder to ignore.
There's somebody you're going to hit one day, and he's not going to move.
Inside the ropes, his aura of invincibility faced relentless tests. Outside, his defiance and fiery rhetoric split fans, igniting debates as fierce as his punches.
He cheated. He flat out cheated.
This is the story of a man who reigned like a storm, fought like a warrior, and faced the harshest truths of the fight game. The rise was electric, the fall unforgettable. Welcome back to Fight Story.
But there's one kid in America that no one speaks of, and that's Deontay Wilder. He was on the Olympic team. He lost the big kid. Now I think best talent are still going to be Tyson and Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder's story begins in the gritty West End of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a place where survival comes first, and dreams are a distant luxury. Life threw its first punch when Wilder's mother left the family when he was just 9. Leaving his father Gary to raise 4 children on a threadbare budget.
But my dad was very strict because we represented him everywhere we go, being that he was a voice up inside the church. You know, he was a loving father, but he also taught us to protect each other, love each other, provide for each other.
School brought its own battles. Wilder, the boy in bright orange, ill-fitting shoes, endured the sting of teasing and the pain of blisters. But even then, he refused to back down. Fists flew in schoolyard brawls, and Wilder began to taste his first victories.
But I wasn't scared of anyone. I never feared anyone. I never feared fighting, especially when it dealt with protecting myself or protecting others that I love.
By 20, Wilder's challenges had only grown. His daughter, Naya, born with spina bifida, and mounting bills forced him to abandon dreams of playing football to take on odd jobs.
She probably would never have a natural childhood. She probably would never walk because most kids are in wheelchairs or are paralyzed from the waist down. I was scared, man.
Adding to his burdens, his partner left, leaving him alone to shoulder the responsibility. Yet, amid the pressure, Wilder found a calling, a way out and a way forward. He stepped into Sky Boxing Gym, not knowing that he was walking into destiny.
He came in the gym. We started on a few basic moves. I went to the other side of the gym and left him alone. Usually when you do that, the guy doesn't do very well. I looked over, Deontay was doing exactly what I asked him to do, which is very rare. So I knew right then, I'm like, maybe this kid's different.
Just 3 weeks into training, he stunned a seasoned heavyweight with a thunderous right hand, a preview of the destruction that lay ahead.
We understood that I had something special, you know what I mean, that couldn't be taught. You know what I mean, it's God-given, and that's God-given power.
Life outside the ring remained a grind. Wilder worked grueling shifts as a Budweiser truck driver to support his family while honing his craft in the gym. At times, the weight of it all became unbearable. Feeling powerless to provide for his disabled daughter and suffocated by his struggles, he once sat alone, staring at himself with a loaded gun to his head.
Put it to your head. I visualize putting to the head, just pulling the trigger. But then something else always would come over me when I think negative. I think that's why I'm such a positive person now, because of some of the negative things that I've been through in my life.
But the sacrifices paid off. He climbed the amateur ranks with unyielding determination. And in 2008, only 3 years after first lacing up gloves, Wilder earned a bronze medal at the Beijing Olympics. They called him the Bronze Bomber, a name that carried the weight of his struggle and the promise of greatness to come.
Oh man, it's been crazy since I've been back. You know, everybody's just so excited, and just to see people's eyes, and when they see me and their eyes just pop over, man, it's just like an overwhelming feeling. I feel famous, man. You know?
tonight, he is making his professional debut
Zawodowy debiut.
from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Deontay Wilder's rise through the heavyweight ranks was nothing short of electrifying. With each fight, his legend grew, one thunderous knockout at a time. His right hand, nicknamed the Equalizer, became the most feared weapon in boxing, capable of ending a fight in a single moment. Opponents fell like dominoes, and highlight reels of Wilder's destruction filled arenas with a buzz that hadn't been felt in years.
And look at the way Raybot is laid out.
This is God-given talent. God got a purpose and a reason for me to be here, and I want to display my talent, because if I don't, he'll strip it away and give it to some other brave soul.
I don't care. He died. It's no way you told a nigga to punch you, bro. You do this, bro. He do this. Well, scared, nigga.
That will do it.
But beneath the lights and chaos, there was a question no one dared to ask.
Wilder, quite honestly, has not learned how to fight yet. He's very cruel, very raw.
Wilder's corner included Mark Breland, an Olympic gold medalist and former world champion, tasked with refining Wilder's fundamentals and sharpening his technique.
We're still working on his boxing skills. My thing is, you know, getting him to box more. He's a big puncher, so my thing is, you know, is to get him to the point where he's not worried about knocking people out, because there's somebody you're going to hit one day and he's not going to move.
It comes right from here.
Determined to succeed, Wilder sought guidance from the best, training with legends like Vladimir Klitschko and David Haye to elevate his game.
Hey, this is Deontay the Bronze Bone Wilder. I'd like to thank to all my fans for giving me up to 5,000 fans on Facebook. Now, as promised, I'm going to fight a fan.
Fight a fan? Why would you?
Wilder understood that it would take more than highlight reel knockouts to solidify his place in boxing.
Sir, you are fighting a fan. He is on his butt, defenseless. Are you okay? Something is wrong.
History. Determined to transcend the sport, he set out to market himself as a larger-than-life personality. He embraced the art of showmanship, learning what it truly meant to wear the crown. Not just winning fights, but commanding attention and embodying the swagger required to own the spotlight.
Tyson Fury. Where can he be? For he's the next man that I want to see. Sheffield, England. Do you agree?
Looking at the biography of Deontay Wilder, he didn't have this long amateur career like you did. Has part of the matchmaking process kept in mind that you are still learning on the job with him?
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it is. He had a short amateur career, so we try to build him up to where, I mean, his confidence is much better.
So I want to get that guy that can take me in the deep water so I can show the people what more that I have to offer to Deontay Wilder, because my purpose is so much higher, my desire, my heart is so much bigger, and that power is, man, it scares me sometimes.
By 2015, the heavyweight division was a ghost town for American stars. The Klitschko brothers had ruled the scene for over a decade, and the glory days of Tyson, Holyfield, and Bowe seemed like distant memories.
He was known as the guy who would box and hold, jab and hold. I mean, he was one of the most boring heavyweights of all time.
I know, I remember.
Because boxing was still huge. People were still paying attention to Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao. I mean, people were watching all these fights. Nobody gave a about the heavyweight division.
No, I don't see anybody on the horizon anytime soon, unless some guy, some wild card can come and win on a fluke or something.
When Vitaly Klitschko hung up the gloves in 2012, the WBC belt was left vacant, and the heavyweight division craved a new king. Bermane Stiverne stepped up, claiming the title in a gritty war with Chris Arreola. But then came Deontay Wilder.
This is my time, this is my place, this is my journey. And the only one to destruct me from my time is myself. But get what, Don?
Say it over, baby.
He said he brought you to the top. But what you gonna do when he gets stopped?
Let's go!
Because I'm about to put this Haitian on permanent vacation. And the new Bomb Squad!
For the first time, Wilder was taken beyond the fourth round, forced to show he wasn't just a knockout artist, but a fighter with stamina, heart, and skill. After 12 grueling rounds, the judges rendered their decision. Wilder was the new heavyweight champion of the world. With tears in his eyes, he fulfilled a promise he'd made years earlier to his daughter, Naia.
boxing is stupid.
There's no other place I'd rather be from than Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Through it all, I'm here, and I'm excited, and I'm proud to say that I'm a world champion.
As the new WBC champion, Deontay Wilder became a beacon for American boxing, a nation that hadn't celebrated a heavyweight champion since 2007. With the spotlight firmly on him, PBC set out to mold Wilder into the next global superstar of the division. Over the next few years, Wilder obliterated every opponent in his path with his trademark devastating power. Each knockout made shockwaves across the boxing world, cementing his reputation as the most...
The last punch is on call for it. Nigga came off of both of his feet to throw that. Like, bro, he's just gonna throw all the fundamentals out the window, bro. What happens when you run into one of them ones? You're gonna get mobbed.
Most dangerous puncher in the sport.
How the do you punch so hard? I've seen a lot of hard punchers, man. I've been watching boxing since I was a little kid. You've got some freakish power, man.
Almost killed Spuka in New York. You know, he laid there for a while. You know, I didn't even see him breathing. It's been amazing to have so much power.
Wilder was always ready for the spotlight, but setbacks like Alexander Povetkin's failed drug test briefly stalled his climb to the top.
We definitely seek legal action. I definitely still want my money as I deserve, and he should be punished.
Yet he refused to let these setbacks derail his ascent, pressing forward with unwavering determination.
My brother is in phenomenal shape, man. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's better, man.
You know where I am, you know what time, you know what place. I ain't scared of nobody. I'll come in your backyard, baby, for that, my man. I promise you that. Anytime when you up in the ring with a real fighter, when you in for a real fighter, that's what it's all about, man. No bubba, no bubba.
While across the Atlantic, Anthony Joshua was rising as a dominant force. With Tyson Fury out of the picture due to personal struggles, Joshua was building his own empire, packing stadiums and claiming heavyweight gold.
This same technique as you. The world champion.
Is the heavyweight division finally back?
It is. It's back, and we are actually already in phase one of a golden era of heavyweights.
The heavyweight division is going to be ultimately carried by Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder in that kind of collision. You gotta have knockout power as a heavyweight.
This fight right here, I will get a body on my record. I've been wanting one for a long time now anyway. So much pain, so much frustration, so much things that have been going on in my career. I want a body, and he gonna be the body.
Both Wilder and Joshua carried the hopes and expectations of their nations. Fans dreamed of an explosive showdown, a clash of knockout artists who seemed destined to collide. It was more than just a fight. It was America versus Great Britain, power versus power, with the potential to reignite the glamour and drama of the heavyweight division.
What I have to do to beat Wilder? Get him in the ring, and I'll knock him spark out.
Joshua, come and see me, baby. Well, no more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses. Let's make the fight happen.
Deontay Wilder's people don't contact us. They don't want to know. He talks the talk, he can't walk the walk. And if AJ says if he wants to come here, he'll get knocked spark out.
The dollars will get made if Joshua wants it. I know, no matter what is said, he doesn't want the fight now.
They're bluffing, and we smoked him out. And it's been sweet doing it.
And I'm ready whenever those guys are. It seems like they ain't in no rush to fight me because I am the most dangerous man in the world. I am the most baddest man on the planet.
But the fight boxing fans' crave never came. Negotiations crumbled under the weight of egos, politics, and greed, the curse of the sport. With no agreement in sight, Wilder took another path. In a decision that would shape his career, he gave Tyson Fury a chance at redemption, setting the stage for one of the most compelling rivalries in boxing history. For Deontay Wilder, the first fight with Tyson Fury was more than a heavyweight clash. It was destiny. Both men were born showmen, brash, confident, and unafraid to speak their minds.
Your wife pushes harder than that, you little.
Their paths had been on a collision course. And in December 2018, the heavyweight division was on fire. Wilder entered the fight riding a wave of popularity, his star bolstered by a viral moment.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
You know what? I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
Fury, meanwhile, was writing his own redemption arc, coming back from the brink of self-destruction. Together, they ignited the division, drawing eyes and injecting excitement.
Deontay Wilder is a one-trick pony. I don't need to do anything special to beat him. Deontay Wilder's looking for one right hand all night.
It's a good trick, though.
It's a good trick, but we all know what happens when that trick don't land.
It's not a game.
It's not a game.
Tyson Fury, you want it? You got it.
The fight itself was a spectacle. Fury's movement and feints frustrated Wilder, exposing the technical gaps that had long been masked by his destructive right hand. But then came the 12th round, a moment that will live forever in boxing lore. Wilder unleashed his infamous right, followed by a devastating left, sending Fury crashing to the canvas. It should have been over, but Fury rose.
It's so much with that. I know how he got up. I didn't understand how he got up either. God is a good God.
The fight was ruled a draw, sparking controversy. But for fans, it didn't matter. The heavyweight division was alive again.
The heavyweight division is where it's at. Right. That's what, because people know we're big guys, and they know they want to see heavy hitters. Right. And when you get a fight like that, that's what they want to see, the excitement back, and he always wants the attention. I'm the new Deontay Wilder of boxing. I don't want to be
You're the biggest name in boxing. It's no longer
I'm coming, and there's a lot of fighters that are jealous of me.
Wilder's stock skyrocketed. His life seemingly perfect alongside his partner Telly Swift. The pair became a hit through the show, Wags Atlanta, and Wilder's career reached new heights.
I love the girl, though. You know what I'm saying? She got my heart. That's my baby. Like, that's my best friend. It's just a scary process, too, because, like, I done had my heart broke before in a million pieces. I know that I can give my all to a person and still get
Deontay was also in a great position to help his younger brother, Marcellus Wilder.
My brother, bro, just come from nothing to something, man. And seeing how he lived and the perps and how hard he worked, man, it makes me want to follow that trail and, get on my game and, stay focused and stay motivated and become the same thing, what he got going on.
Across the pond, Anthony Joshua watched as his star dimmed.
It was a fight that he wanted. It's a fight that he was ready to sign on for. He damn near said it wasn't even supposed to be Tyson Fury. It was supposed to be you. But you and your folks are who made it difficult for this fight to happen.
We can go tit for tat and say he said, she said, he said, she said. I'm holding 4 of the major world title belts and Wilder holds 1. So in that sense, I feel he should come to my backyard.
You are the #1 star in worldwide boxing, and you put 100,000 people in Wembley. So I get your argument. I have the economic clout. He's not coming in as partners. I should get a bigger slice of the pie. Let's have a realistic negotiation.
A realistic conversation.
Then disaster struck when Joshua suffered a shocking defeat to Andy Ruiz Jr. Joshua started strong, flooring Ruiz in the 3rd round with a crisp combination. But Ruiz, undeterred, roared back with relentless aggression, sending Joshua to the canvas moments later.
No.
In a shocking turn of events, Ruiz dominated the exchanges, ultimately pulling off one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. That night, he etched his name.
Bro, he put his hand on the back of my head and pushed me down, bro. That's not a knockdown, bro. You trying to force me to give him oral. What's going on here?
The record books as the first ever Mexican-American heavyweight champion.
We wanted to see Joshua versus Wilder, even though we got a new guy on the scene who's a heavyweight champion.
I know what you mean.
We have been robbed of the mega fight we salivated for.
With the Anthony Joshua fight slipping through the cracks, the Bronze Bomber was locked in, ready to deliver violence under the dim glow of the spotlight.
His life is on the line for this fight, and I do mean his life. He's still trying to get me a body on my record.
What's up with him?
These fighters have to be perfect for me for 12 rounds, and that's 36 minutes.
36 minutes, you got to be perfect.
Going after Mayweather's record, 50 wins.
Absolutely.
Is he going to make it?
Absolutely.
He's got 11 fights to do that.
Absolutely. He could do it.
I understand Foreman and all these guys. They got to really just let that era go in the past. I am the hardest hitting punch in boxing history, period. I'm 42-0 with 41, KOs. The numbers speak for itself, and I'm above everybody. Numbers don't lie. So I don't know what Foreman talking about.
The rematch between Wilder and Fury wasn't just a fight. It was an event, a collision of giants that gripped the boxing world. With their rivalry at a fever pitch, ESPN and PBC joined forces to deliver a night that promised to redefine heavyweight history.
You can't punch. I don't know what you talking about, knocking somebody in the second round. You ain't never knocked nobody in no second round. You got pillows for fists.
Fury entered the ring with a new weapon in his arsenal.
Them pillows must have been loaded, my boy. You ever seen a lead pillow, my boy? Pillows. Ah, nigga got rocked by a pillow. Oh.
Sugar Hill Stewart. Bulked up and brimming with confidence, Fury came with a mission to attack and destroy.
Something is going on in this camp that they're not telling people. It's a lot of change up in the camp, from the trainers. He had like 10 trainers last time. He got 15 this time, you know what I mean?
From the opening bell, Fury put on a masterclass, breaking Wilder down piece by piece. For the first time in his career, Wilder hit the canvas. Blood trickled from his ear, with his leg betraying him. By the 7th round, it was over. Wilder stood helpless until Mark Breland threw in the towel. The Bronze Bomber's reign was no more, but the drama didn't stop there. Wilder unleashed a barrage of excuses, the most infamous being his extravagant 40-pound ring walk costume, which he claimed drained his legs.
Love Deontay Wilder, but you cannot come out publicly and...
Bro, this nigga pulled up in a Warframe outfit. What in the is wrong with this nigga? Look at that nigga, bro.
Most infamous being his extravagant 40-pound ring walk costume, which he claimed...
He said, yeah, bro, I'm hero.
Drained his legs.
Love Deontay Wilder, but you cannot come out publicly and blame a costume. You can't do that. That's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing.
Then came the sharpest blow, accusing Mark Breland, the man who threw in the towel to save him, of betrayal. Wilder insisted he'd rather go out on his shield.
Deontay was upset after the fight that his corner threw in the towel. Did you have an issue with them throwing it in?
No, he did the right thing. And it was done by the right person. Yeah, he was the assistant trainer, but it's Mark Breland, who was a fighter. You know what? This is a powerful word, but he's a hero.
Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua was rebuilding his legacy, regaining his belts in a decisive victory over Andy Ruiz Jr. The talk of an all-British battle for undisputed heavyweight glory between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury lit up the boxing world.
Now we have the opportunity to make an event. It's not just the biggest event in British boxing history, one of the biggest sporting events of all time.
But Wilder wasn't ready to fade into the shadows. Triggering his rematch clause, he demanded redemption. Then the pandemic struck. Months of uncertainty, postponed dates, and broken negotiations left Wilder in limbo. Fury, claiming the clause had expired, announced he was moving on. That's when Wilder snapped. He pointed fingers in every direction, accusing Fury of tampering with his gloves, and even accusing Breland of spiking his water.
He cheated. He flat out cheated. That wasn't the best man, that was the coward.
There was a bunch of people saying that Tyson Fury's gloves weren't attached correctly, so the gloves were extended. The next one, he said egg weights. He had egg weights in his hand. This is recent.
When you cheat me, you gonna hit.
No, nigga, you had egg size lumps on your head top. Egg size.
We got proof. In boxing, we know that it's a dirty game. It's very corrupt and it's racist.
Then yesterday, there was an article that said that he believes that his water was poisoned
by his own trainer.
And Mark Breland was a part of that.
Breland, a quiet figure who once saved Wilder from further punishment, fired back, calling him uncoachable and labeling his camp a group of yes men. Wilder's conspiracy-fueled rants alienated even his most diehard supporters, leaving the former champion in the unfamiliar position of battling not just opponents, but his own unraveling legacy. Meanwhile, the heavyweight division marched forward. Tyson Fury inked a historic deal to face Anthony Joshua, a seismic clash to crown the first undisputed champion of the four-belt era. Contracts were signed, and the world braced for a fight that promised to define the generation.
The winner of this fight has an undisputed, as in no one in the world can dispute the claim that they are the heavyweight champ.
But I will say this on behalf of Deontay Wilder. When Tyson Fury was down and in the dumps, and nothing was going on in his life, Deontay Wilder gave him that shot.
That's right. Don't look too much at the contracts because, look, Deontay Wilder has to be getting paid to step aside. And when you get step aside money, when you're next with a contract, it ain't 100 grand. It's $5-10 million.
But Deontay Wilder wasn't ready to let go. From the shadows, he struck back, launching a legal challenge to enforce the rematch clause in his contract with Fury. It was a desperate gambit, and it worked. In a stunning verdict, the court sided with Wilder, forcing Fury to honor their trilogy fight. Just like that, the heavyweight showdown of the century crumbled. Wilder hadn't just regained his shot at redemption, he'd stopped the biggest fight in modern heavyweight history from ever happening.
That's just petty.
The trilogy fight finally took place in October 2021, a collision of unfinished business and unyielding pride. Wilder appeared transformed, cold, distant, and bitter, isolating himself with headphones during the build-up.
Do you regret any of the accusations that you made towards him?
I don't regret it, and I go to my grave believing in what I believe in. I know things for fact. I have confirmation. If I was in, they would have called 911.
Your trainer, Jay Diaz.
Someone please call 911.
He done you a favor, Mark Breland. He saved your life that night.
Don't know.
You didn't want to sack him. You wanted to give him a pay rise.
In his corner, changes had been made. Wilder promoted Malik Scott to head trainer, relegating longtime coach Jay Diaz to assistant. Confidence radiated from the camp as they prepared for redemption, but questions lingered. Was Malik Scott, a man Wilder had once defeated in the ring, the right architect for his comeback?
Let's get this straight. I'm Deontay Wilder's sparring partner. I'm his motivator. I'm his spiritual uplifter. I'm his head trainer. I am his spokesperson at times. That dude is my brother, and I'm like that with anybody I represent. It's us against y'all.
The trilogy delivered one of the greatest heavyweight battles of the modern era, a brutal back-and-forth war marked by multiple knockdowns and unforgettable moments. Wilder, showing flashes of his technical evolution, demonstrated immense heart and resilience. In the fourth round, he unleashed one of the most ferocious right hands in heavyweight history, sending Fury to the canvas. But Fury rose again. By the 11th round, the war reached its climax. Fury landed a thunderous right hand that left Wilder sprawled on the canvas. This time there were no excuses. Wilder had given everything, leaving the ring on his shield in a performance that earned respect, even in defeat.
Do you have a lot of respect for Tyson Fury?
No. I don't. Certain things that...
Hey, this nigga a national treasure. If you gonna hate a nigga to their core, man. Yo, I'm with that, bro.
He did. Like I tell people, I only handle what I could have control over.
Deontay Wilder's post-Fury trilogy chapter was a storm of chaos, stretching far beyond the squared circle. That crushing loss to Tyson Fury wasn't just a mark on his record, it was a scar in his pride. Obsessed with the belief that Fury had cheated, Wilder turned to the spiritual, seeking answers on an ayahuasca retreat in Costa Rica.
Shoot, the outlook of the world is so different. It's like bringing more clarity and love up in your heart and confirmation and all the things that you can figure out how to get rid of, certain hurt, heartaches, certain trauma that has happened.
But the bitter taste of defeat was hard to wash away. Even after the soul-searching, the shadow of that night in Las Vegas clung to him, casting a long, unrelenting darkness over his career and life.
In this business, many people tried to cheat me. Many people put things in their body to make it do things that it didn't supposed to do. Many people loaded their gloves with certain things. You know what I mean?
After a year-long layoff, Deontay Wilder returned to the ring with a bang. A first-round demolition of Robert Helenius that reminded the world of his devastating power. But as the cheers faded, a different side of the Bronze Bomber emerged. In the post-fight press conference, Wilder broke down in tears, exposing a rare glimpse of vulnerability behind the mask of invincibility.
Hey, man, show you a human, man.
Man, they don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand what we go through, man. And I don't even know him like that. But I always be an advocate for us because...
Behind closed doors, however, life was unraveling. A bitter fallout with his younger brother Marcelos exploded into the public eye. Marcelos accused Deontay of betraying him by sleeping with his girlfriend of 3 years. A bitter fallout with his younger brother Marcelos exploded.
Hey, what the is Marcelos doing, gang? Gang, protect your chin. Protect yourself at all times, gang. You leaning forward doing the motherfucking robot and got rocked in his bit.
Exploded into the public eye.
Your ass.
Marcelos accused Deontay of betraying him by sleeping with his girlfriend of 3 years, along with other former partners. The scandal cut deep.
Hold on. Because it's a whole IG post. Hold on,
Exploded into the public eye. Marcelos accused Deontay of betraying him by sleeping with his girlfriend of 3 years.
It all makes sense now on how you say your spirit hit you and how your heart says you love me and will always have my back is because your soul is troubled with the facts of life, knowing that your real blood brother, same mommy, same daddy, has always showed loyalty and nothing but love when you can't say the same and ain't got one bad thing to ever say about me that I have ever done to you. This ain't no propaganda. This is pure facts of a real testimony. And if you think you gonna take me down, God promises to show you that he is powerful than you, probably more powerful than you. Revenge is mine, said the Lord. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. 1 Timothy 6:10. Sirach. Nigga, that is not a... What the hell is Sirach? That's a testament in the Bible. Ain't no way in hell. 26, 23, 25, Matthew 19, 24, 1, John 3, 15 through 16. Hashtag hate, hashtag track record, hashtag facts, hashtag Valentine's Day. Okay, face card got no hoeing limits. What the fuck? What the hell these niggas? What? 7 years behind my back. Damn. In a 3-year relationship with my ex, bitter holes off in my brother, and still to this day. Damn. And she looked like she was off a family member. D. Wilder. Wicked, sick, envy, jealousy, betrayal, till this day. All hashtags. I don't know how to say that. Galatians 6:7. Yo, you just keep posting Bible chapter verses. Romans, Deuteronomy, John, and Romans again.
Along with other former partners,
He
the scandal cut deep, fracturing family ties and tarnishing Wilder's personal life. In the ring, the turbulence showed. Backed by the financial clout of Turkey Al-Sheikh, Wilder sought to revive the once-dreamed mega fight against Anthony Joshua.
It's good to be in the same room with him, to see him face to face. You know, it's been a long time coming. I wish you nothing but the best, bro. And hopefully soon we can get it on in the ring and get the people what they want once and for all. But I wish you nothing but the best, even if it doesn't happen.
But when Wilder faced Joseph Parker, his performance was far from the explosive expectations that once surrounded him. The sluggish and uninspired showing left many questioning if Wilder's personal chaos had seeped into his boxing, or if the heavyweight division's most feared puncher had lost his edge altogether.
We all know what we're working towards, but I said in the build-up.
How the hell did he knock him out with that? Oh my! That came from the hip. Ew.
I don't rate him. I mean, listen, Joseph did it.
I don't rate him either, nigga.
Or if the heavyweight division.
Boy, y'all niggas ever seen Thor swing his hammer, nigga? That what that look like, but nigga Mjolnir just popped out of nowhere and just popped his. She was crazy.
Division's most feared puncher had lost his edge altogether.
We all know what we're working towards, but I said in the build-up, I don't rate him. I mean, listen, Joseph did everything right tonight. Wilder had no idea, no clue. He lost 120, 108. He lost every round, and he's there in front of the referee at the end, putting his hand up, saying, "I've won the fight." He's not right. I mean, that's the reality. It was the most one-sided heavyweight fight I've seen.
But the fight against Zhilei Zhang was the moment of reckoning. Wilder acknowledged the stakes that were involved.
This could be the end of the career. This could be the final goodbyes, the farewell of Deontay Wilder.
With everything on the line, Wilder suffered a dramatic knockout defeat that many saw as the end of his championship aspirations. Wasn't?
Oh yeah, because it was like, protect yourself. What you doing? That nigga got hit. And buddy said, oh, they're not calling up. They're not saying go to your corner. All right, okay.
Just a loss. It was a statement that the invincibility of the Bronze Bomber had finally faded. The final blow didn't come in the ring, but from his personal life. Telly Swift filed a restraining order against him, alleging years of mental and physical abuse alongside numerous infidelities. The man once celebrated for his unshakable determination was now facing a collapse on all fronts: professional, familial, and personal.
But he's made a lot of money. He's accomplished a lot. He's been heavyweight champ of the world. He's been all over the world. He was very honest about it. He said, boxing's been good to me. And it has been. He's been good to boxing. He had an opportunity. He made the most of it. He's fulfilled dreams. I think he's smart enough to understand that he has to give serious contemplation about, is it time?
Damn. It's kind of ending on a sour note. Well, I don't know if Deontay gonna retire, but that last knockout was, well, you got hit with the hood. Hey, hopefully he get his life together. Not boxing wise. I could care less. Like, brother, you could retire. Do your thing. You already did everything you needed to do. Like, bro, you had a whole era. Most niggas never get that. You had a whole era. You was champion. Even though I was shitting on the fact that it's WBO, but I mean, like, hey, that's boxing's problem. Boxing has a problem. There's too many damn champions, bro. Y'all need to just organize. One organization. Or two, maybe, at the max. 4 is crazy. What are we doing? And that's just in America, right? Or something like that. Yeah, man, I hope he get his family life together. If he quits boxing, cool. If he gives niggas one more pay-per-view show, knock somebody out, cool. He could probably do what Floyd doing. The exhibition still get paid, so I mean, regardless, I think it's gonna be cool money-wise. But yeah, definitely gotta try to get back with your brother, bro. That's why you hitting his ex. You supposedly was hitting her while you was together with, while you had your girl with. Come on, bro. Damn, that's your brother. I can understand if it was some random. Your brother. That's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, share your thoughts on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I drop videos on this channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, y'all. Your brother.
Everything I see and I achieve it, bitch, you best. Everything I see and I achieve it, bitch, you best. Everything Everything I'm seeing, I achieved it, bitch, you best believe it. It has been my Nintendo switch legit, though, kick it with my kinfolk. Haters just be talking, so I really do not need that info. Yeah, that info. Yeah.